The Hubble Telescope. Nearly everyone has heard of the Hubble Telescope, but what is so special about it and who was it named for? In the 1940s, a man named Lyman Spitzer conceived the idea of putting a telescope in the Earth's atmosphere, thus circumventing the problems of distortion that astronomers had suffered from. This distortion can be seen when looking at the stars with telescopes or even the naked eye. The twinkling that we see is really atmospheric verbiage. Edwin Hubble was an astronomer, naturally. In the 1920s he made numerous significant discoveries that truly propelled the field of astronomy in the knowledge of the universe itself, including its origins. While Hubble himself had little to do with the creation of the Hubble telescope, it is for his discoveries that the telescope was named for him. The Hubble telescope was designed in the 1970s in a joint effort between the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the European Space Agency. This effort culminated on April 25, 1990. On that day the telescope was deployed from the bay of the Space Shuttle Discovery. The telescope is 13.2 meters long, 43.5 feet, 11, 110 kg, 24, 500 lbs in weight, and 4.2 meters 14 feet at its greatest diameter. Roughly speaking, it is smaller than a train car, but slightly larger than a school bus. The telescope sits at a low Earth altitude of 569 kilometers 353 miles above the surface of the Earth. It traverses through the atmosphere at a speed of 28,000 kilometers 17,500 miles per hour. Therefore, it moves at 5 miles per second, thus completing a full circumference around the planet every 97 minutes. At a cost of $1.5 billion at the time of launch, it was a grave disappointment when it was found that due to mismeasurements in the main lens it would be some time before data could be collected. However, this was repaired in time, and then the payoff came. The photos collected were some of the most beautiful and stunning photos of the celestial heavens ever witnessed by human eyes. Data came through so quickly that without the aid of computers, it would have taken decades to organize and understand just what was being seen. After 10 years of use, the Hubble telescope once again found itself in need of repair and was inoperable for 2 months. Repairs, however, not only amended the problem, but improved the main lens, ameliorating distance and clarity. The Hubble telescope is earmarked to stay in operation for at least 20 years, at which time it will be outmoded and replaced, or at least accompanied by a more updated model already being designed which will include the latest designs and materials. However, until then, it is the crème de la crème of our knowledge-gathering tools about space. At present the telescope transmits a whopping 120 gigabytes of information weekly. This equates to nearly 2,000 books stacked back to back. The Hubble telescope is aiding in the understanding of such fundamental matters as the age of the universe, its size, and the rate of expansion. One of the observances of Edwin Hubble with this tool, it as though we hold the Eye of Odin in our very